Hey everybody, this 10-minute tryout is going to be on Magic Movie. Magic Movie is brand new and is found in Apple's new iMovie software. Magic Movie is really cool for a couple of things. One, showing kids working on a project or the steps of a project or like a lab, something where the kids would walk through a process. It shows you those steps. And two, it's really great if you have a lot of footage and a lot of pictures of something. So for example, if your kids are shooting rockets off at Washington in the backyard, Magic Movie is perfect for that. What it's not so great for, and this is something that you want to know, is conveying information to kids. So new learning doesn't really work well with Magic Movie. The idea of Magic Movie is it takes like 10-15 minutes of footage and puts it all into 2 minutes and puts it up in a beautiful package with great sound. If you're showing kids work, nothing's better than put a movie together and send it to your parents. So let's take a look at Magic Movie in Apple's iMovie software. In order to get started with Magic Movie, we need to open up our icon for Apple's iMovie, which is the square with a star in the middle of it. So what we'll do is we'll drag from the bottom and we'll start a new project. And I pull that up and you'll notice that Magic Movie is here, so I'll go ahead and click that. When I get to Magic Movie, you'll notice that all of your media shows up at the top. All of your recents, your favorites, your photos, and your videos, and any albums that you have. I'm going to use an album here, and you'll see why in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and click Album. You'll notice that I have 57 items in this album called Adventure Park. I could, if I wanted to, literally create my Magic Movie with one click of a button right there, and I would be done. Magic Movie can be as simple as one click if you've got a pre-existing album. However, I'm going to put a little bit more effort into it. The 57 items that I have are all right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click a bunch of these different items and I'm going to drop them into my Magic Movie to use as my footage. So I'm going to grab a couple of stills, I'm going to grab a couple of videos, and you'll notice that at the end of my project, instead of the 57 items that I had before, I now have 30 down at the bottom. Then what I'll do is I'll create Magic Movie, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that button, and it will launch my Magic Movie, and then I'm ready to rock and roll. The next thing I'm going to do is at the top of my screen, there's a film with a little sparkly. I'm going to go ahead and click that. This film with the sparkly will show me that I can choose different styles. So my styles are right here, and that allows you to just choose the style of whatever it is that you want to. Active seems like a pretty cool style for what we've got here. It's an adventure park. You'll notice on the slide, I am muted at the moment, but I've already got music selected for me. The default in this particular case, and it mixes it up each time, is Midnight Driving. If I wanted to change that, I could. So I could drop in a soundtrack. And the way that this works is there are actually lots of music already embedded. If something is grayed out, like Under the Sun, what you can do is you can click it and it'll play for you and you can decide to add it or not. So let's do that. I'm going to click Under the Sun and it will download for me. And when it does, I can then listen to it, I can preview it and decide is that something that I want or not. So let me turn my volume up here. And I'm going to play Under the Sun. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus and I'm going to drop it in. Under the Sun is there and I'm going to click Done. So now I have changed my music to Under the Sun. Let's say that font is something that I want to look at. I can change the fonts as well with that font button down at the bottom of the screen. Over here, orange. Do I want orange? Well, orange looks pretty cool, but lime green seems more action-packed. I'm going to go ahead and click that. It'll give you about 4 or 5 options of color for each of these styles. And the last one is really kind of cool. It's filter. Filter is neat because it allows you to choose the filter over the top. And the one that I think is really kind of cool for something like this is comic. So I'm going to click Done. Once you do that for the top slide, on the left-hand side, this is our playboard. This is how the order of the clips are in. Magic Movie automatically drops in those clips, and you'll notice that all of the clips are shorter than they were originally. That's why this isn't a great instructional tool. If you make a 10-minute recording, it might only give you about 30 seconds of your 10-minute recording, meaning you lose 9 minutes and 37 seconds of instruction. So don't use it for new material. This is a summarizing something, a review of something, or a student's project of something they already know, and they're showing you that they have mastery of that. On the left-hand side, you'll notice I've got 3 video clips, and then I've got a still, and then I've got 4 video clips. I don't want all my videos next to each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread them out. So I'm going to move this video down here. And so I'm going to break up all of my stills with a couple of videos. And I'll take this still and I'll drag that one back up here. And so you can quickly reorder all of your videos and all of your stills just like that. It will edit for each slide and every slide. So you'll notice now that all of the slides have that music and that transition and that color all built right in. If I want to preview it, I can just click done, and then I can click my image, and then I can click the play button. I can play it on full screen right here. So let's do that. Turn my volume up. If at any point there was audio inside the film, so let's say that Jackson, as he was ziplining across, he was screaming, it will automatically duck the music behind his scream because the scream is entertaining. You can also do a voiceover of any of the stills or of the whole thing itself too. So if you wanted to do that, you could click edit and then go to a still. If you chose the still, you can click that edit clip, and then you'll notice that on the edit, you can add a title, you can add music, you can add a voiceover, you can also change the speed. Now this is a still, so that really doesn't work. But let's say that we've got this video here and we wanted to speed that up. We can make it shorter or longer, but we can also change the speed at which Jackson's walking. So if we want to slow him down for more drama, we could do that. Or if we want to speed him up, we can do that too. So 1 3/4 speed, you can play it so it's much faster. It doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want, and you can do that with each of the clips. So as you slide through, select the clip that you want and edit in any way that you want to. Once you're done making those edits, you can go ahead and click that back button, and then you're satisfied and you're all set. Now we want to share, so let me show you how to do that with our Apple Share button. You can airdrop it to somebody, but you can also save that video to your video files, and it'll go in your photo roll. The other things that you can do is you could drop it in your drive, you can email it to somebody, or for those of you with Google Classroom, if you click that More button, you can then drop it into Google Classroom. Super easy, super fun to use. Not so great for new instruction, but great for kids to show you their mastery of an item. I hope that helped, and I hope that you get a chance to use Magic Movie soon with your kids and their iPads. Thanks.